Mike the Knight, the Triple Trophy Triumph. One morning in Glendragon, Evie and Mike watched as their mom polished 3 shiny trophies. Evie pointed to one and asked, "What's this trophy for?" Queen Martha smiled. "Your dad won that for running the fastest," she said. "Was he this fast?" Mike asked, running around the room as fast as he could. "Yes," replied the queen. "Then he won this other trophy for jumping the highest." And so Mike jumped as high as he could. Queen Martha held up the 3rd trophy. "Your father won this trophy for riding in an obstacle course." He won all 3 trophies on the same day. Mike looked around. An obstacle course like this? As he leaped over boxes and crates in the room. He was so excited that he almost didn't see Sparky and Squirt. "My dad won 3 trophies on the same day," Mike proudly told his dragon friends. "Awesome," said Sparky. "That's so knightly," added Squirt. "I bet I could win 3 trophies if we played knightly games," Mike exclaimed. "Why don't you set up some contests?" suggested the queen. "You can play for your dad's trophies." "By the king's crown, that's it," Mike declared. "I will try to win all 3 trophies and show everyone how knightly I am." The next day, Mike, Sparky, and Squirt were outside getting ready to begin the contest when Evie rolled by and asked if she could join. "Sorry, Evie, we already worked out who's playing," Mike explained. "But you can be the referee. The referee gets to say who won each time." "Okay," agreed Evie. Mike smiled. "And you can give me the trophies after I win the events. Or give them to Sparky or Squirt if they win," Evie replied. Mike shook his head. "I don't think that's going to happen. I'm going to win all 3 trophies just like Dad." The first nightly contest was to see who could run the fastest. Both Mike and Sparky ran as fast as they could. It was a close race, but Sparky finished just ahead of Mike. "Sparky is the winner," Evie cheered. "Wait, I don't think Sparky really won," Mike replied. "He ran on 4 legs. And knights don't run on 4 legs, do they?" Sparky looked sad. "No, Mike, I suppose not," he said. Evie didn't win. This sounded very fair, and she told Mike that maybe they should run the race again. But Mike wasn't listening. Instead, he took the trophy and headed over to the next contest. "On your mark, get set, jump," Evie shouted. Mike and Squirt both jumped as high as they could. Squirt soared through the air and jumped much higher than Mike. "And the winner is Squirt," Evie announced, and she started to hand the trophy to the smiling dragon. But Mike stopped her. Sorry, Squirt, but you're not the winner." Evie was upset. "Why, Mike?" "He wasn't jumping like a knight. Knights always wear a helmet," Mike explained. "And they carry a shield, but Squirt didn't. So I'm afraid Squirt loses," Mike said. And with that, Mike took the 2nd trophy from Evie. Squirt tried not to look disappointed, but Evie was really mad. She told Mike she thought it was unfair to play that way. But Mike wouldn't listen. He was already thinking about the next contest, the obstacle course. Sparky and Squirt arrived for the contest a few minutes later, and Mike was surprised to see them dressed as knights with helmets and shields. "Well, you do look very knightly," Mike exclaimed. "Thanks, Mike," said Squirt. "Evie helped us." And now, Evie announced for our 3rd and last contest, the obstacle course. "On your mark, get set, and wait," Mike shouted. "What now, Mike?" Evie asked impatiently. "They're not on horses," Evie asked impatiently. "They're not on horses," Mike explained. "They must be dressed like knights, but knights ride horses." "Mike, that's really not fair," Evie exclaimed. "You know Sparky and Squirt don't have horses." Sparky and Squirt looked at each other sadly as Mike reached for the trophy. But before he could take it, Galahad suddenly took off. "Whoa, Galahad," Mike exclaimed. "What's wrong? I've already won the trophy." But Galahad didn't look very happy about winning. "Winning isn't as fun as I thought it would be," Mike said. "Not when everyone else is so sad." "It's time to be a knight and do it right," Mike shouted. Mike rode back to where his dragon friends were. He apologized for not playing fair and asked them if they would like to run the obstacle course together. Mike showed them how they could use his enchanted sword as a bridle, and with the bridle, Sparky could be a horse. Squirt and Sparky were thrilled. Evie walked over to the starting point. "Okay, is everyone ready? Now remember, Mike, play fair." "I'm going to," Evie and Mike answered. "So fair that you get the race too." And then Mike explained to Evie that it was her turn to be in one of the contests. She could ride Galahad. Mike loaned Evie his helmet, and he even offered to hold her wand for her while she rode. Suddenly they heard a voice. "Hello, everyone." It was Queen Martha. "I haven't missed the obstacle course, have I?" she asked. "No, Mom. We were just about to start," Mike said. "Okay, ready, everybody? On your marks, get set, go!" Sparky, Squirt, and Evie all raced through the obstacle course as fast as they could. Queen Martha cheered for everyone. Sparky and Squirt were really fast, but they couldn't outtrace Galahad. "Evie and Galahad win," Mike shouted. "Huzzah," said Queen Martha. "I never knew it could be so much fun watching someone else win," Mike said excitedly. Mike touched Evie wand to the trophy table, and suddenly there were 4 trophies on the table, not 3. But everyone was so excited they didn't notice. Mike picked up the first trophy. "Sparky definitely ran the fastest," he said, and he handed the trophy to Sparky. "Whoopee," said Evie. Mike picked up the second trophy, and Squirt definitely jumped the highest, he said, and he handed the trophy to Squirt. "Woohoo," said Squirt. Mike picked up the third trophy, and Evie definitely crossed the finish line first with Galahad. Evie was thrilled. She hugged her trophy, but suddenly noticed something on the table. "Wait, what's that fourth trophy for, Mike?" As quick as a flash, Queen Martha picked it up. "This is the trophy for being the most knightly, and it goes to Mike for playing fair." "Thanks, Mom," said Mike. "So I did win a trophy for being knightly after all. Huzzah," said Queen Martha, and everybody cheered.